The boy who never gave up. In a small village surrounded by green hills lived a 16-year-old boy named Daniel. His family was poor, but they were rich in kindness and hope. Every morning before sunrise, Daniel helped his father on their small farm before walking several kilometers to school. Although life was difficult, he always believed that one day things would change. Daniel loved football more than anything. Whenever his chores were done, he rushed to a dusty field where he practiced with his friends using a worn-out ball. While the other boys stopped playing when they became tired, Daniel stayed behind, practicing his passing, dribbling, and shooting until the sun disappeared behind the hills. Many people laughed at his dream of becoming a professional footballer. They said, "Boys from this village never make it." Instead of arguing, Daniel smiled and trained even harder. He believed that success belonged to those who refused to quit. One afternoon, a football coach from the city visited the village looking for talented young players. Excitement spread quickly, and almost every teenager came to the field hoping to impress him. Daniel was nervous because his boots were old and torn, while many other players wore shiny new ones. The coach watched silently as each player showed their skills. Some were fast, others were strong, but Daniel played with heart. He chased every ball, encouraged his teammates, and never stopped fighting. At the end of the session, the coach called Daniel aside. "You don't have the best boots," the coach said, "but you have something more important: determination. I want you to attend our academy trials next month." Daniel could hardly believe his ears. The only problem was money. His family could not afford the trip to the city. That night he lay awake, wondering if his dream had ended before it had truly begun. The next morning, something amazing happened. The villagers gathered together and raised enough money for Daniel's transportation. Some gave a few coins, others donated food for the journey, and a local tailor repaired his football kit free of charge. Daniel realized that when people believe in you, you gain the strength to believe even more in yourself. When the day of the trials arrived, Daniel faced hundreds of talented players. He made mistakes, missed a pass, and even slipped during one match. For a moment, he felt discouraged. Then he remembered his father's words: "Champions are not those who never fall. Champions are those who always rise." With renewed confidence, Daniel played the remaining matches with courage. He defended fiercely, created chances for his teammates, and scored a stunning goal in the final game. Days later, the academy announced the selected players. Daniel's name was on the list. Life at the academy was not easy. The training was harder than anything he had ever experienced. Some players were faster, stronger, and more experienced. There were days when Daniel wanted to return home, but he remembered the sacrifices his family and village had made. Giving up was not an option. Months turned into years. Daniel improved little by little. His coaches admired his discipline, and his teammates respected his positive attitude. Eventually, he earned a place in a professional club's youth team. His first professional match was unforgettable. As he walked onto the pitch, he looked into the crowd and saw his parents smiling proudly. Every early morning on the farm, every long walk to school, every hour of practice, and every obstacle had led to that moment. After the match, reporters asked Daniel the secret behind his success. He replied, "Talent is important, but hard work, patience, and gratitude will take you much further. Never let your circumstances decide your future." Daniel later returned to his village to build a football academy for children who had big dreams but few opportunities. He provided free coaching, equipment, and scholarships because he wanted others to experience the same kindness that had changed his life. Years later, many successful players came from that small village. Whenever people asked where it all began, they smiled and pointed to the dusty field where a determined boy once refused to give up. The lesson of Daniel's story is simple. Dreams are not achieved overnight. They are built through courage, perseverance, kindness, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. Every great journey starts with a single step, and every success begins with someone who chooses not to quit.